Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. For the first time in over a month, our daily number of COVID cases in the community is more than 100. They're not all confirmed as Omicron, but the Ministry of Health is warning us to treat them as if they are. And another large exposure event has been revealed. It's a Polo event in Maunganui last Saturday. Hundreds of people attended, including some suspected Omicron cases. More and more cases have been linked to the Soundsplash music festival last weekend in Hamilton, including one identified in Hawke's Bay. And the Wainui marae near Kaio in the far north is just one of a rapidly growing list of locations of interest. Ed O'Driscoll begins our coverage.
A summer's day at the Polo that's now the scene of a suspected Omicron scare. Multiple cases went to Polo in the Bay in Mount Maunganui on Saturday, where hundreds were in attendance.
Luckily, it was outdoors, so hopefully that risk has gone down a little bit.
But it's an indoor wedding causing fresh concern tonight. 600 guests attended the ceremony at the Mahatma Gandhi Centre in Auckland's Eden Terrace at the weekend. The city's Indian Association, which hires out the venue, confirming they were exposed to the new variant.
We definitely are worried about the spread of Omicron through the event which happened at Mahatma Gandhi Centre on 22nd of January. But hopefully, fingers crossed, the only case which we have been found will be the only one.
More and more cases are being linked to big events.
I actually only got my call this morning.
Year 13 student Brooke Cooper spent the weekend at the Soundsplash festival with a group of mates. At least 15 are now isolating at home with COVID, up from 11 last night. Some of them have been told they have Omicron.
I was kind of expecting it because everyone that has already gotten a positive test, I have been extremely close with. Including her friend Anna, who says there's another 15 to 20 in the group still waiting on their test results.
The fact that we all have it, it must have been one person that got it from someone and then just spread it in our group.
Despite reports of more than a dozen cases linked to the festival, the Ministry of Health only announced a further one today, a person in Hawke's Bay. Experts expect the numbers will keep climbing.
Anytime where you're bringing a lot of people together, like with mosh pits or, shoulder to shoulder at these venues, there's not going to be a lot of great ventilation.
Fears of a super spreader event has led to many schools asking teenagers to stay at home, and some are taking it upon themselves to go and get swabbed as a precaution.
I've got school coming back next week, and for myself and my peers, I'd rather make sure that I definitely have no symptoms, have no COVID.
Because there's no doubt the Omicron wave is coming.
Well, Edward joins us now. And Ed, are we expecting a big rise in Omicron cases tomorrow?
Sam, with so many large gatherings now listed as locations of interest and most of them linked to this Omicron outbreak, health officials will certainly be bracing for more cases. The wedding that was here behind me at the Mahatma Gandhi Centre was only listed on the Ministry of Health website today, which means if there are any cases from that, they'll probably take a few more days to come through. 600 guests is a lot of people, and the local Indian community is urging all of those attendees to be cautious and go out and get tested.
Ed, thank you.
4 new community cases of COVID have been identified in Christchurch City. But are they Delta or Omicron? Juliet Speedy joins us now live. Kia ora, Juliet. So is it Omicron?
Well, unfortunately, the answer to that, Mike, is we still don't know because the Ministry of Health has failed to tell us. What they have confirmed is that there are 4 new community cases of COVID here in Christchurch. 3 of those arrived on 2 separate flights on Monday of this week, a Jetstar flight from Auckland and a Jetstar flight from Wellington. So those flights and the airport are now listed as places of interest. Now, I've gone to the Ministry of Health numerous times today to ask, are these cases the Delta variant, which we've had here before, or the Omicron variant, which we never have? But they haven't come back to me. What the Ministry of Health did say earlier today, though, is that now that Omicron is widely circulating in New Zealand, every New Zealander needs to act as though it's actively circulating in their community.
Tēnā koe, Juliet.